in each of the final three quarters to help the Packers win 24-14 against the Bears. And the reigning MVP put the game out of reach with a rushing touchdown late. He wasn't shy after scoring as microphones picked him up, telling Chicago fans, quote, "I still own you." Shannon, did you like, love, or hate this?
Pull up on him.
Oh.
I love it.
Of course.
That's the guy I know. I don't know where he been hiding at. You know Aaron Rodgers arrogant, and I love it. Skip, there's a reason why they started micing the players up. Because the fans was always wondering, I wonder what they're saying on the sideline. I wonder what they say to the opponent in the game. I wonder what the communication is. Well, you got an opportunity to hear it, Skip. He's right, he does. Well, theoretically, Miss McCaskey, the great George Hallison's daughter, actually owned. But Aaron Rodgers got a big stake. 22-5 against the Bears, including the playoffs. Only Brady versus the Bills, and if I'm not mistaken, Big Ben versus the Browns has a better record against one opponent than Rodgers' 22-5 against the Chicago Bears. So for me, Skip, look, it was not a day that required. And the thing is, what the really great quarterbacks understand, Skip, I got a rookie. If I don't turn it over, I don't believe he can do enough against our defense to beat us. Long as I don't give them short fields. Remember, the Cowboys going for it on first down on their own 34, gave a rookie quarterback a short field, and what'd he do? Score a touchdown out of it. Aaron Rodgers says, oh, no. I don't need to be spectacular. We're going to be able to run the game, run the football well enough. All I can do is make a few throws here and there. Everything else will take care of itself. I thought he orchestrated the game plan. Unbelievable. He did not put the ball in harm's way. Got the one big play to Devontae. Aaron Jones did a great job of running the football. And so that's what you need in a situation like that, Skip. And he was like, the emotions. He said, I looked up in the stands and there was a lady give me the double bow. I don't know what came out of her mouth, but you know, hey, I had to meet fire with fire. And said, I looked up like, you know, I own you. You know I bleeping own you. And they know it. You know that too. And I know another team that he got a small percentage stake in. We know that too, don't we, Skip? And if you're fortunate enough, you keep doing what you do, you will see the team that I'm talking about.
I hope so.
But it just goes to show you, Skip. He didn't need to throw for 350. He didn't need to throw for 4 touchdowns. He just needed to make the throws that he made, and that was enough to win the ball game. But I love this Aaron Rodgers, and don't look now. Man, it seemed like so long ago, opening day in Jacksonville, doesn't it, Skip? Because he hadn't missed a beat since.
They weren't playing Jacksonville open day. They were playing New Orleans.
I say what happened in Jacksonville.
I got it. They were lucky they weren't playing Jacksonville, which looked pretty good yesterday. Maybe that same Jacksonville would have done the same number on them on opening day. All I got to say to Aaron Rodgers is, give me a break. This is vintage LeBron-esque Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, my God. How did LeBron get in this one?
He is, how many times have I told you? He is the LeBron James of the National Football League. He is the biggest diva. He is the biggest front runner. And the audacity to seize a moment against a rookie quarterback in his 4th start, and you're barely winning the game anyway, and you go 2 out of 8 on 3rd down in the game, and you don't even throw for 200 yards in the whole game.
They need to.
And you barely top 300 total yards, your offense, in the game. And you finally get loose on a scramble at the end of the game, and he looks slower than Tom Brady on this scramble. Did you see this? We got to see it again. He breaks loose, and then he's chugging, and he's chugging, and he's chugging, and he's chugging, and he's chugging. And he chugs into the end zone, and he makes it, and he goes, discount double check. Championship belt. Really? Against Justin Fields and the poor Chicago Bears, and you're going to go discount double check?
But, Skip, remember last year in the championship game, now he was on the 8. He took off running from the 16 there. Pump fake, ran to the corner of the end zone. And that's all he had to do last year. No further questions, y'all.
Well, he didn't do it.
You better be glad he didn't.
He forced the ball to Devontae. He stunk it up. He unclutched. He went LeBron James in the 4th quarter of a game. With the money on the table, he went LeBron. And his coach saw 3 plays and just threw up his hands and said, I've seen enough. I'm kicking the field goal here to make it 31-26. You're not going to go for it? You had 1st and goal at the 8, and you're not going to go for it? Really?
Yeah, you should.
Interesting. So Yesterday, he goes crazy, and he said he kind of blacked out in a good way, and he looked up, and he saw the one woman in the front row who said, going double bird on him, and he screams, "All my effing life, I own you." I still own you. I still own you, Chicago.
Own it.
I own Justin Fields in his fourth start. I own the day in which I couldn't even throw for 200 yards while Dak Prescott threw for 465?
Are you saying the Patriots have a comparable defense to the Bears?
Yeah, I think it's in the ballpark.
Skip.
I think it's in the ballpark. Yeah, I do.
What ballpark?
Yeah.
The only park you told me Yellowstone or Yosemite? Because that's the only part where Patriots defense is in the park with the Chicago Bears defense.
Well, it's coached by the guru genius of defense. Well, that's what you've told me. He's the greatest coach ever, or so you say.
Skip. But it's
just on sheer genius, it seems like they're pretty good.
It's the Jims and the Joes, not the Bills. Okay? So you better have some players. I don't care what defense.
Bill needs to worry about the Bills who are playing tonight.
Exactly.
Then, right? Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So the audacity of him to go championship belt when, remember, he's now 1-4 as Aaron Rodgers in championship games, NFC championship games.
That man ain't thinking about that in that moment.
Remember what the one was.
Oh, my goodness.
It was at Soldier Field the first time around when he was a road wild card team.
Yes.
And they just got quietly hot, and they won at Michael Vick, and then they won at Atlanta. He was great at Atlanta, and they wind up in Chicago. And Chicago had home field advantage with Jay Cutler at quarterback. And what happened? Jay strained his ligament, I don't know what it was, and winds up on the bicycle in the second half. And you're up against somebody who's even worse than Justin Fields at this stage. It was Caleb Haney.
Yeah, he strained a knee ligament, and then the next day he was walking out here on Rodeo Drive.
Okay.
He seemed really hurt.
Okay, well, they did diagnose it as like a first-degree sprain. It was sprained, and it was bad. But he sat over on the bicycle, so Caleb Haney tries to gut it out, and Aaron Rodgers stunk in the second half. He was unclutched in the second half because he almost threw a pick six to Urlacher. Remember this?
And he made the play. Who tackled him?
Okay, good. Way to go, Aaron. They deserve something from you in the second half, so at least you played a little defense. But the point was they didn't really win the NFC Championship game. They survived it. Okay. And they got to the Super Bowl, and I give you this, it was 10 years ago, and he finally won us. That was his first and last Super Bowl. He won that one, and that was it. And he's now 7-8 in playoff games since that. And he has the audacity to go championship belt.
Championship.
Just stop it.
No.
Just stop it.
Hold on, time out. I just watched your guy against Honey Badger getting Honey Badger's face after he beating a team that has no offensive lineman and he's getting the upper hand. You're okay with him running, getting in Honey Badger's face, but Aaron Rodgers saying, "I still own you," you got a problem with that.
Tom Brady is the GOAT, and it's unquestioned.
I don't care what he is.
Aaron Rodgers is not in the same ballpark, Yellowstone or wherever, with Tom Brady.
With Brady, okay.
Yeah, okay. So the point was, but that's Psycho Tom. He gets into everybody.
Okay, that was Psycho
But he
Aaron.
wasn't screaming at Kansas City fans in the stands. He didn't do championship belt after he threw a touchdown pass to Gronk.
Well, Jake didn't give him a great rate, so he had to let him know. He looked at the woman, "Oh, you Jake? Okay, well, take this. It's the rate, my rate too high."
Did Tom Brady run to the end zone after he showed up Honey Badger and threw it to AB for the touchdown?
Yeah, he ready to get in his face.
Yeah. Or did he? Did he go championship belt?
Now, you saw the man get in his face. They had to separate him.
Well, I think it got started by Honey Badger.
No, they don't. All Honey Badger said was, "Don't try me with that one. Don't try me." And then he throws a touchdown, and then he goes against the Honey Badger's face.
Okay, that's who he is. But that's big time. This is little time. You know, at least it was the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes on the other side. This is at Chicago against Justin Fields in his fourth start.
Yeah, we had to put the young buck in his place. Let him know.
You?
Yeah.
Okay, put him in his place.
Yeah.
Impressive. Way to go, Aaron. Are you still on this bandwagon?
You a hater. Aaron Rodgers ain't going anywhere, Skip. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
0.
Well, he's middle of the pack.
Every game. Let's go. Let's go.
So that guy's MVP front runner right now. Tom
He's
Brady.
not the MVP front runner.
And the Packers quarterback is now middle of the pack.
No.
Middle of the pack.
He coming, Skip. He coming. He been clean the last 4 games. He been clean.
Yeah. Who's he beaten?
Oh, now, hold on.
Detroit. Seems like they played Detroit 3 times already.
You guys just beat the Eagles.
Okay. Well, I didn't rave about it.
Your team beat the Patriots and the Eagles and the Giants.
Yep. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. so you don't want Aaron Rodgers to take it.
No. Well,